Hey guys, welcome to ARK and the 311 Griffin YouTube channel. I want to talk about a mod that a lot of you probably know about, but if you don't, this is the only mod I've ever run in ARK. I don't typically mod games like this. I like to mod other games, but I haven't been playing ARK that long anyway, so this is my only mod, and it's Structures Plus, or S Plus, and it adds a lot to the game that you probably already know about. There have been a lot of other videos done about S Plus besides mine, and so I don't want to waste time going through what it is. But this right here, what I'm doing right now, picking the objects up, is the primary reason that have very quickly fallen in love with S Plus, and it's the reason I would recommend it. So if there's anybody who knows what S Plus is but hasn't done it yet, I sort of hesitated to use S Plus. I liked the triangle pieces that you can do, and that was kind of the only reason that I felt like, and I like the stairs. Those were the two things that I knew about where I really kind of wanted to try it out, but I hesitated. I didn't realize that you could pick the pieces up after you place them, and when you're doing complicated stuff, a lot of times the building in ARK is just kind of annoying and frustrating anyway, and so I found it very, very frustrating that I was throwing pieces down and then they didn't line up correctly, or I got to a spot where I couldn't build the way I wanted to, and so I basically had to demolish the pieces and then would wind up with less materials than I had harvested. And it takes so long to harvest materials and build stuff that it was just really frustrating. I downloaded S Plus, which was actually really easy to install on my server. I use Host Havoc servers, and so it was really easy to install and get going. And then when I started building with it, and I realized I could pick up the pieces, man, I was stoked. I can't tell you how stoked I was whenever I realized that, because it just makes building so much less frustrating. I won't say that it makes it easier, because it's still pretty complicated, or it still can be frustrating with the different changes in elevation and the way the pieces try to snap together or don't snap together and stuff like that. But since you can pick them up, it just makes it a lot better. So that's the primary reason that I'm happy that I went with Structures Plus. Obviously, it does a lot more than just that, and there are some things that Structures Plus adds that I don't know that I really want to mess with. It seems like it makes it a little bit too easy. But what they've tried to do is make some of the things that are most frustrating about ARK and don't necessarily make sense, and make them easier. Like one of the other things that I use a lot that I don't think I've got set up right now is the torches. So you can create standing torches and wall torches that don't require fuel, and they turn off and on their own. So when you've got a big giant base, you don't want to have to run around lighting all the torches at night and putting fuel in them. And it seems like such a trivial thing to do when you're running around trying to tame animals and build stuff. There's enough things to spend your time harvesting for and crafting that throwing materials in torches and turning them on will waste so much time. So that's one where it's kind of could be considered a cheat compared to the way the game is meant to be played, I suppose, but it's one worth doing. So that's another thing that Structures Plus does. I kind of wish that there was an option for an octagon instead of a hexagon shape with the triangle pieces. I think that would help with some building. I think that I understand why my Dodeck needs some speed improvement. I think I understand why it's a hexagon and not an octagon, but I kind of wish that there was an option for an octagon piece. It might make things too complicated, I guess. I don't know. But that's really the only thing that I kind of wish was present with Structures Plus that isn't. But aside from that, just being able to pick up the pieces that you throw down is worth Structures Plus. So if you've been considering it and you haven't installed Structures Plus, give it a go, and I don't think you'll regret it. If you have any questions about how to install it on your server, holler at me and I'll try to help in what way I can. Thanks for watching.